Today we are going to discuss two electrons in a box. So let us discuss first the problem. Suppose you have two electrons and these are confined in a box of length A, and suppose by some means you are able to put these electrons with same spin state. Then you have been asked that what will be the probability of finding these electrons in the same half of the box, and your answers are 0. That means the probability is 0, then very low probability 0.07, then 0.38, and finally more than half of the probability. Okay, so before solving this problem we need to discuss some topics and then we will go to the. So first come to the idea of identical particles. So what are the identical particles? As you know, particles having same mass, charge, spin or color, we call them identical particles. For example, some electron in atom, they are known as identical particles. So there are two types of identical particles. One is classical identical particle and another one is quantum identical particle, which is very important for us. So for classical particle, you know, the particles have a definite trajectory and so we can track them, and so they are basically distinguishable. Unlike classical particle, quantum particles have no trajectory and that's why they are completely indistinguishable. And this indistinguishability of quantum identical particles make it pretty much weird. And to describe the wave function of such a two identical particle, we generally use the notation xi1 and xi2, where xi1 and xi2 designate two different particles, where this xi is basically a set of two parameters. These are position and the sigma is z component of the spin. Particles are indistinguishable, so changing their position does not change their wave function. So they will be basically same wave function up to some uh, phase factor. Okay, so if you again apply the exchange operator, you will simply get this equation, e to the power 2 I alpha equals to 1. So that will imply simply e to the power I alpha equals to plus minus 1. So plus corresponds to symmetricity of the wave function and minus corresponds to antisymmetricity of the wave function. Okay, so this psi xi1 xi2 that can further be split into two part, a space part and spin part. Okay, so this spin part does not change under the exchange of the coordinate. So remember this fact. Now coming to the electron. So we all know that electron is a fermion, that is spin half particle, specifically speaking half integer particle. So half integer spin particle. So this will follow simply the Pauli's exclusion principle, which state that two identical fermions cannot occupy the same state. So if you have two particles in a system, then they can't occupy the same state if they are two fermions. Okay, so in this regard we should study the spin statistics theorem. So this consists of two parts. For bosonic particle there is a theorem and for fermionic part there is a theorem. So we will discuss about the fermionic part, which says the system of particles, identical particles with half odd integer spins, that is spin half or 3 by 2 or 5 by 2, for this kind of spin particles, which is also known as fermions, have the wave function which is antisymmetric under the exchange of any pair of particles. Okay, so if you change their position, you will simply get an antisymmetric wave function. So this theorem states us this. So we also sometimes tell that this one is Fermi-Dirac statistics, or the particles follow the Fermi-Dirac statistics. Okay, the last prerequisite that we need to solve the MCQ problem is that the wave function for a single particle in a particle for a single particle in a box of length a is square root of 2 by a sine. The total wave function for two electron system is given here, where this first part is the orbital part or space part and this one is the spin part. So both of these particle can't occupy the same state according to the Pauli's principle. So if one particle is in n equals to 1 state or ground state, the other one will be in first excited state or n equals to 2 state. So armed with prerequisites and defining the wave function for 2 electron system, now we can calculate the probability of 2 electrons in the same half of the box. Okay, so this can be given by this equation where probability is 0 to a by 2 and 0 to a by 2. The limit is such that we can find them in the same half of the box, and this one is your 2 system particle wave function, and then we can calculate this mod square, and this will give you basically 3 terms. Out of this, first one will be psi 1 x1 square, psi 2 x2 square, and the second part will change these coordinates. Okay, and finally we'll get this term. So this we will get 2 terms like that, and I have combined them and put here a 2. So if you proceed further, you can check that these two integrals are basically same because the limits are same, and here you can see that the coordinates dx1 and dx2 can be interchanged. So this gives me this kind of equation where I have combined these two integrals. Okay, let us now calculate this. So let this first part to be I1 and let this second part to be I2, I mean this one to be I2, and this product is then I12. Calculate the probability. To calculate this, we need to calculate I1, I2 and I12. So I1, I2 and I12, as I1 and I2 are basically same. So okay, calculate I1 first. So this will be like that, and I12 will be this, where you have to product sin pi x by a with sin 2 pi x by a and take the integral. So I1 will be, calculation will be very easy, and that will give you half, whereas I12 will give you 4 by 3 pi. So these integrations are very easy, you can do that, and the probability will obviously I1 I2 minus I12 square. So this will give you 0.07. Okay. So the answer of this MCQ problem will be option 2, and the physical interpretation is very much easy. So there is a very low probability that you find the 2 electron in the same half of the box.